Hello, guys. Welcome to Cheenta School of Statistics and Data Science. We are a team of extremely passionate teachers, researchers, and statisticians from the top universities of India and USA. Our mission is to help you curve your career in statistics, data science, and machine learning. How do we do that? Number one, we help you build your foundations. We achieve that by making an optimized plan for your learning journey. Number two, we help you prepare and ace your entrance examinations in statistics and data science, like IIT JAM MS, ISI Stat, and CMI MSC Data Science. Number three, we give our absolute best to help you design your career by organizing workshops and certified data science courses. We welcome you again to this passionate community of budding statisticians and data scientists. Let's enjoy the rest of the video. Stay tuned and stay blessed.
See, question 16 says, at a conference attended by 1235 people, 1235 people, some attendees shake hands with the other attendees. As a part of the local COVID 19 tracing protocol, the organizers ask each attendee to note down the number of other attendees with whom they shook hands. Let n be the sum of all the numbers noted down by the attendees. That is, n is the sum taken over all attendees of the number of other attendees with whom they shook hands. Which of the following is guaranteed to be true about n? N is always a multiple of 1235, n is always a multiple of 2, always a multiple of 3, always a multiple of 5. So basically, we have to find the nature of n. See, not all of the attendees shook hands with all the other attendees. It just said that some attendees shake hands with other attendees, right? So it might seem a bit difficult because we don't know how many of them shook hands with others, and right. So this is a it might seem a difficult problem, but it's actually very easy. See, if the person I shakes hands with the person J, that means say if we can just for consider that each of the person has a number as a ID card showing person one, person two up to person 1235, then we can just call that this if the person I shakes hands with the person J, then the total number of handshakes is increased by 2. Why? See, n counts the total number of handshakes. So each of the person basically, so every person, say person one, returns the number of, say, person one, what to say, informs how many hands he or she shook, right? It can be 0 or it can be 1 or 2 or 3, whatever, and it regardless that whether other persons have already counted or not, each person is independently informs that how many handshakes he or she had. So say it can be 0 or 1 or 2 or whatever. So whenever, see, when if person I shakes hand with person J, then I obviously is going to inform that he shook one hand, right? He shook a hand with J, and again person J is also going to inform that he shook a hand with I. He or she is also going to count that handshake. So every handshake is getting counted twice, every handshake, right? So this if I and J shook hands among them, if I and J, then it's going to be 1 with respect to I plus 1 with respect to J, because I informs this handshake from his or her perspective, and the same thing is done from J, right? From J's perspective. So every handshake is basically informed twice, exactly twice. So if initially the capital N is 0, that means it just increases every time someone informs the number of handshakes. So every time n is actually increased by 2. Every time two persons shake their hands, n is increased by 2. Therefore, 2 divides n, because n is initially 0, and every time a handshake is done, it is increased by 2. So if ultimately the amount the n that the ultimate amount of n is actually going to be even, right? So n is going to be divisible by 2. Very easy, right? So n is actually a multiple of 2. Very easy. So this problem might seem difficult at the first glance because we don't know how many attendees shook hands and all that, but it's actually a very easy problem. It can easily be known that n is going to be an even number, right? This is the this is the main problem. This is the main fact of this problem, the main trick, that if the person I shakes hands with person J, then the total number of handshakes is increased by 2, because every handshake is informed to the total, is it gets counted twice, one from the perspective of the each of the persons, right? So that's the thing. So very easy, right? So yeah, so there you have it, the solution to this problem.
To book a trial class for your preparation courses of IITGM MS, ISIM Stat and CMI MSC Data Science, check out the first link in the description below. If you're enjoying the video, show some love by liking the video and subscribing to the channel.